Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare. Don't you know?
Good morning, guys. Welcome to my channel, Southern Yankee Beauty. I have the brand new, some of it, not all of it, Bridgerton 2 collection from Pat McGrath. So excited. And so I am going to show you a look. Obviously, it's the look I'm wearing right now. You'll see it better in close up in all its glory under the lights. I also got a bitchy cat with me. She is not happy today. She's been starting fights with every animal in the house today. I think she's not feeling well or something, and she just wants to be left alone. So her sister, which is Robert's daughter, has her sister, and she actually has a sister and brother of Arrow, is not doing well. She needs your prayers, guys. These cats are about 7 years old. They all came from the same litter. Nick has one, we have one, Lauren has two. One of Lauren's cats was just diagnosed with stomach cancer. Prognosis is less than 6 months, so please keep her in your prayers. She loves that cat. She's just tore up about it. Looks just like her. I think that's the one that I thought was a twin to this one. So maybe she's having twin, pains or something, because she has not been herself today. Okay, so we're gonna get into this. So they have these new lipsticks, and you guys, these lipsticks are, first of all, the packaging. Oh, so cute. So you can get the light baby blue or pink packaging. And the colors she came out with are so, like, all different shades of beautiful pinks and nudes and peaches. This is probably one of the prettiest collections of lipsticks I've seen her come out with. So I have this one right here. I had a darker liner that I put on. This one is in the color Nude Romatique 2. I'm gonna get more, I think, of these lipsticks. I really like this. This is like an everyday wear. Now mine looks a little darker than what you're seeing, but that's only because I used a darker liner, which is the look I wanted to go for. So you'll see me use that, and it's really creamy, and it's like a satin allure formula, so it's moisturizing. It's got a little bit of shine to it. It's not a matte lipstick, okay? Then, and just to give you, let me preface this before you see the try-in of it. I had problems with my camera. And so I did one eye, and then I thought, well, I'll show you how I did it on the other eye. Well, it didn't record. And it didn't record me showing you the blushes or anything. So you're basically gonna get up. I'm gonna show you what I did, but it's not an actual tutorial. You'll see what it is. But the blush comes in this beautiful box. It's actually it's a cheap box. It's real lightweight, but the blush quality, mwah, wonderful. It is, and pigmented. So if you are very, very fair skinned, you may not like this blush. It might be a little bit too much for you. So you get 3 beautiful blushes. You get this dark kind of burgundy shade here, like a wine shade. You get like a corally peach, and then you get a pink, and the pink has a little bit of shimmer to it. In fact, I'll give you swatches right now of, here's the pink one. This is the coral one next, and the darker shade. And then let's go ahead and do the highlight too. The highlight is one of her softer highlights. It's not like a super thick formula, like it's not a dark formula. So those are the 3 beautiful blush shades, and you can see they all do have a different tone. And then you have the highlight. The highlight on the skin, you can see it right here, is stunning. It doesn't show your pores or anything, and it's just a beautiful highlight. It's a baked formula, it looks like. So now I was hoping that maybe this part would come out right here when you're done, so that you could just have this really pretty box to use for whatever. And it may, I didn't want to ruin the whole box, so I didn't want to try to force it, but like it is glued in there, so it won't come out. There's something in there. Oh, I can feel it. Anyway, I'm not sure why we have this big, huge box, unless it's supposed to be like back in the days of Bridgerton, they would have those big things with the big poof of powder. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But anyway, it's, do I think it's worth it? Yeah, I mean, you're getting 3 blushes plus a highlight, and they all work amazing. Like, the quality in these is stunning. You're gonna have beautiful looks for spring and summer. Beautiful looks with this on your cheeks. I was really impressed with it. I literally went like this, toot, and then had enough blush of the dark color to do both cheeks, just doing that, just boop, and tapping off. I mean, it picks up a lot, so be warned. All right, and then on the eyes, we have, upside down, we have the new Belle of the Ball, I believe it's called. Yeah, Belle of the Ball, okay? And I'm gonna do swatches. I'm gonna show you some swatches of these as well. So what I wanna also check is these two shades, because they do look extremely similar to the Bridgerton one. They look exactly the same here, but I don't think they are when we put them side by side. So we're gonna do swatches. The rest of the shades are fairly unique to this palette, and I do think this palette, because of this green shade and this mint shade, is going to have a little bit more versatility than the first one as far as what kind of looks, so that all your looks won't be exactly the same. You're not getting a lot of versatility though, because you still do have the same, pretty much the same mattes that you had in the first one. You only have 2 mattes, so you're gonna always go pink or you're gonna go plum. I mean, if you're gonna put a transition down. But you can skip something like that. And you know what I'm thinking is like this rose gold shade, like, and I think I mentioned it, you can use it all over the lid. It's a topper shade. It's one of her special Bliss Actual shades. And this green shade, I can see that all over the lid. But that topper shade, you can do any neutral look with any palette you want. Just dip into this and put that beautiful Blitz Astral shade over the top, because wowza. This, it's got a little pigment, so it's not like completely pigment free, but it is considered still a topper. And it's got so much shine and glitter and beauty to it. It just shimmers. Look at that. It twinkles. That's what it does. It twinkles. All right. Well, since they're here, let's just get the colors on and do. So this is the that green shade. Okay. So it's definitely more of like, that's definitely like a grungy, chartreuse green. All right, then we have like the highlight shade here. You have your pink shade that we're going to double check. I don't know how this got on my finger like that or what I did either. We have that one already, so let's do the dark plum. Okay, and then this mint shade. That's really what this one is. This is definitely like a mint. I just took a shower and I'm covering myself in. I went over the light shade with that pink shade. What a dork I am. There we go. So we have the rose gold shade, the green shade, the pink shade, the plum shade, the green shade, and then you can't really see it, but there's like the white shade on the bottom. So I'm gonna test those 2 shades against the other one. So let me find that palette and then we'll jump into, we'll get right into the look, what's left of it. Okay guys, here are the 2 palettes side by side. So this is the older palette, this is the newer palette. So I want to check these 2 shades, because don't they look the same? I mean, they look pretty close. They look really, really close. I don't think anything else. We'll check these 2 shades side by side as well. I'll put these 2 together. This one doesn't have a home, and I'll put these 2 together. So we'll just try it. Let's just see what we get. So let's try the old palette pink one, and the new palette pink, and see if they're the same. Okay, so this one is a lighter pink than this one. Not much though. I mean, it's definitely, this one's definitely deeper than, this is the first palette, this is the second palette. Now, this is the first palette for the dark shade right here. Okay, let's go into the new palette. I think the new palette, I have a different tone. Oh yeah, so that's more plum, that's more wine. So new palette, older palette, new palette, first palette, second palette, first palette, second palette. Okay, now, let's see. Let's do the 2 shades that are like, would be considered the highlight shade. Just because, I mean, you might just want to figure out, like, do you need this palette or not? I don't even know if you can see that. And then the new one. I'm trying to get good swatches for you guys. These are pretty much almost the same. I apologize for that. That's that green shade stained. So I don't know how well you guys can see these two swatches, but they're almost exactly the same. Like even on my fingers, you can see, like maybe this one has a little more pink than this one. But so yeah, one has a little more pink than the other, but on the eye they're gonna translate the same. Let's do the two, like the Blitz Astral shade. This one has more purple. Let me just show it to you on my finger first. So they're different formulas. This is a Blitz Astral, and this is, I think, just a shimmer metallic. All right. I'm gonna put, God, I got stuff everywhere, but I am gonna try to put these here. Yeah, so you can see those are completely different. They are not the same. You're getting, one's a blue purple, one is more of a green mint shade. Very different. And then the other two don't match at all either, because one's a rose gold blitz shade and one is a metallic. So this is the rose gold from the newer one, and this is from the first palette, and it's like a beautiful mauve. It's actually an absolutely beautiful color. I'll do it right here. All right, so this is from the number 2 palette. This is from the first palette. This is a beautiful mauve, a mauve shimmer, and this is the Blitz Astral special shade. So you do absolutely have different colors in here. Absolutely. All right. So, I mean, I'm happy I have both, but I don't know that you need both. If you're going to get them though, I don't know. These are my two favorite shades in this palette. That blue purple one, and then that mauve. And then in this palette, my two favorite shades are actually these two right here, the rose gold and this green. So it's going to be up to what you think you will wear more, right? That's how you should pick your palette. Like if you can't afford to get both, but you know you want to get one, just sort of pick which one you think you're going to get the most use out of, that you'll wear the most often. All right, that's it, guys. We're going to go ahead and show you what happened when I went to do this look. So good morning. Are we ready to get into our first impressions? I'm so excited. So I have teeth whiteners on my teeth, and I have a City Lips, this is going to come off this bottom one. It's already aggravating me. I have a City Lips lip plumper that I had no idea that it was going to be this amount of color. I thought it was going to be sheer. It's not. So we're just going to wear it, plump our lips while we're getting ready. I already have on my face the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation. Great foundation. A little dark for me, but summer's coming up, so I figured why not. I have the Ciate London bronzer on in the shade Palm Island, and I have some powder on. I have the Pink Lips Loose Setting Powder. All right, so what we're doing today is we're getting into the part 2 of the Pat McGrath Bridgerton collection. This is called the Belle of the Ball, which is what we're going to start with. We also have, this is new for her, this like new blush box, and it's very pretty. It kind of looks like a fancy powder box, like you have a big poof in there, but when you open it, it's kind of a waste of space, and it's really kind of feels cheap and it's just cardboard. It's very, very, very light. I wonder if when you're done with this, I was wondering if like when you were done with the blush, if you could take this out and then just have a cute box, and you might be able to do that, but I can't, it's not going to easily come out, so I don't want to wreck it. But we got 3 beautiful blushes, which I watched Morgan Turner's review, and the blushes were they were like very pigmented. So if you have deeper skin than me or Morgan, then you're going to need to go with a very, very light hand. And then a beautiful highlighter, which I think is another, this looks like a baked highlighter. I think this is another new formula. She's been playing with she's been doing like all different types of highlighter formulas. But let's go ahead and get into, and then I'm really excited about this. I probably showed all this and I'm showing you again. I don't know. Then I have this in the nude romatique 2, and the new, they have pink and blue for Bridgerton. These are the cutest little, I mean, they're so cute, and this color, perfection. I'm gonna get so much use out of it. What a perfect nude. But we're going to start with our palette. So here's the palette, same as the Bridgerton one, just different color palette, different stories. Same, the other one's like more purple blue. This one's got, you know, more cream and pink and or peachiness to it. No, it's pink. Pink and lilac or something. So anyway, we're going to try to use all the colors today. And then after I do the look, I'm going to talk about my thoughts, and we're going to show you guys swatches, and I'm going to compare, especially these two shades. These look very similar to the ones that are in the first palette, and I want to swatch them all side by side and see like how good they are, how different they are. All right, so I'm going to bring you guys closer to my eyes, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to go ahead and start with the lightest pink shade in here, which is called Regency Romance, which is right here. I'm going to use that as my transition, kind of like up in here. Let's bring you in. Going into that Regency Romance shade, and I'm going to, oh, let's open my mirror. I'm going to use this mirror here. And looks like I got sparkles on my face. What the heck is that from? I shouldn't have any sparkles on my face. I'm not sure why I do. I need to put some concealer down here, but we'll do that when we get to the bottom of the lid. So I'm just taking this shade, and I do have Urban Decay. That's concerning. Look at that. I have Urban Decay stuff on my eyes. Maybe if I just go over. I don't want to have any patchiness starting out on our eyes already, because it looks like I do. It looks like I've got something sticking to my eyelid. Oh goodness, I don't know what that is, guys. Probably editing all this out. Okay, let's get in here. So we're just gonna start right here, and I'm just gonna go like right in here in the upper portion of the eye. I just want a soft, like, you know, wash of this color, because I'm going to put the darker shade on the inside corner. So we're going to go halfway over, like right there. That's it, okay? Actually, let me finish this eye, and then I'm going to show you how I created it here. So I'll be right back, and you'll see how one eye's done. Okay, here we are before lashes. We have a beautiful, very, very sparkly eye, which is very, that's the color I just put on, by the way, so pretty, which is very typical of a Pat McGrath palette. There are only two mattes in here, which are this and this. So we are going to do here, we're going to start here like I did on the other eye, and we're going to go ahead and show you how to do this look. And I used every single color. That's green gold at the bottom. So beautiful. I can see that all over the lid. That's going to be so pretty. But let's just get started. So here we start with that pink shade, Royal Regency, I believe it was called. Go ahead and get that in there. And go kind of over. We're going to put the darker shade. And what I did with this, I ended up putting this all over the lid. We're going to go over it with the other shade. So and start getting it in the crease, and then I just laid it all over. Just like that, okay? And let's take our, I should have kept out the little, okay, I use a small brush. This is a Rephr 12, and I'm going into the dark plum color, which I think is called Forbidden Amor, I don't know. And we're going to deepen the outside edge here. I'm kind of like laying it where I want it, and then I blend it out at the end. And you know, sometimes when you're blending, the colors change or you lose the pigment. You just go back and darken up what you need. Okay. So there's the base basically. For the middle, I used this shade and I just used my finger. So I'm going to do the same thing. And I went in, oh, let me tell you what shade this is. Daring Dandy. It's like a green, almost like a mint green shimmer. I'm just going to put it on the lid because we're going to be playing around, mixing the colors in a little bit better. So I'm just getting it on there right now. Just like that. We'll be fixing it in a moment. Now you need a flat brush, and I'm going to take the color Diamond's Desire, which is almost like a rose gold shimmer. Absolutely beautiful. Really, really pretty. You can see the sparkle there. All those shades right there. Those are like, it's nice that we got some special shades in this palette. So I'm taking that rose gold shade, and I'm going to come up and marry that in with that beautiful green shade. Because I just, you know, is this a look I would have worn today? No, but because we're testing the product out, I wanted to make sure, and I bring it all the way up over, right, like that. I wanted to make sure that I did, you know, truly test it out. Now, this is one of her Blitz Astral shades. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. And then I go back in again with it because I just messed up the little mint green shade. You're going to kind of go back in, do that a little bit. All right. Now, I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette, the cream shade here. That is called Refinement. Perfect. We're going to give that into our inner corner here and pull it up. Beautiful inner corner shade. And then I also stuck it right up here. Just for a little highlight. Oops, too much. Okay. Now I'm going to go blend a little bit more of that brown shade, or the dark burgundy color. We're going to blend a little bit more of that in the outer corner. I'm so mad, guys. I just did, so I showed you after I did the one look, right? I did the second look. I have Ardell Wispy lashes on, by the way. I did it, and it was supposed to be a tutorial so you guys could see how I did it. And then I finished that and went into the blush box, did the whole look, and none of it recorded. I don't know why. So let me just tell you what I did, and I'll explain how I did the eyes as well. So I started with this dark shade here, and I kept that sort of centered up back here. Then I went with this really beautiful coral and kind of made that like the bulk of the blush. And then I took a smaller brush with this light pink and put it up closer to the nose. All right, so now we're going in with a highlight, and I'm going to go back and tell you what I did and how I created the eye look because you didn't get the tutorial. So because this messed up so badly, you're going to see a pretty look, but you're not going to see how to do it. So I am going to redo a couple additional looks using this palette to show you in the future. I'm going to do, this is just a first impressions. I did use every single color on my eyes. I love this dark green under here, and then I took the pink and just went underneath the green just to give it like an outline. I've got the plum shade here. I've got the blue-green shade here. The inner corner here is that rose gold Blitz Astral shade. And then this lighter shade right here is, I'll show you on the palette, is like the highlight shade, which I put up here and up here as well. So I used all of the colors. So I just started putting the highlight on. My first swipe, that's what we got. We're going to go again. And we're going to do the other side and do the other side yet. So now this blush is a lot, guys, and this is actually toned down because I wanted to use all the blushes just to show you. But I took my beauty blender and whatever was left on it, and I just sort of went around all the edges of the blush so it blended into my skin better. Ooh, I like this. I like this highlight a lot. It's not, it's got like a champagne gold shift to it, but it's not accentuating pores. It's just, oh, look at, you can see, look, you can see how pretty it is. It's not accentuating pores or anything. It's just adding a beautiful highlight, and it's melting into the skin. Ooh, oh, look what I just did. Gotta rinse that. Good thing we're done with that. I just stuck the whole, nothing's working today. I stuck this whole thing. I had to like, my glue is going bad or something for the eyelashes. It's like getting goopy, like nasty. So I put it on here and I dropped my highlight brush in it. So I gotta go wash that off. I'll be right back. We're gonna take this off and we're gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna go into Charlotte Tilbury's lip cheat in the color Crazy in Love. I'm gonna do a little bit of a darker line to the lip. If I can get it. It's like I need to sharpen this. I bought a new sharpener because I need to sharpen all my crayons. I have one, I don't know where it is. And I definitely need one. Hold on. All right, I had to go in with, I started with the lip cheat Crazy in Love. I had to finish with the ColourPop one. This one is very dark. It's, the name of this is Bitchette. All right, let's get this nude lip on. It's so, so pretty. So it's going to be very, very dark around the edges of my lips. I've always loved how that looks, though. It's probably not a style that's in with makeup right now, but I've always loved it. I think this is like Satin Allure. It's got a little shine to it. Very moisturizing. Oh, I love this. I am going to wear this a ton. All right, let me back you guys out. Okay, so this is the final look. All I'm going to do is take a little bit of setting powder and set my face, but overall, and I'm going to use the Hourglass. I think this is Hourglass. Oh, no, sorry, Laura Mercier. I'm going to use hers. And I got this big blush. This is from SL Miss Glam. I watch her sometimes on YouTube. Not often. She's got 2 little twins, but I do watch her vlogs when I can. I like her a lot. I don't know if you guys have seen her, but I think that's the name. SL Miss Glam is the name of her YouTube channel too. And she has a bunch of beautiful, beautiful. These came in Ipsy, these brushes, but she has her own line of brushes, and they're so pretty. And what a beautiful powder. This is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder that I'm using there, and that really toned it down enough because it was the cheeks were a lot. That just fell right in the dog bowl. The cheeks are a lot, so I want to talk with you about what I did with the eyes, and I already talked to you about what I did with the cheeks, but let me just show you the colors and where they're placed on the eye since you missed the tutorial. All right, so we have the Regent's Romance. We have that here and here. It is also underlining softly this green shade, which is Forever Charmed, and that is, you can see that's right here. In fact, I'll grab this and show you this way. We have the plum shade Forbidden Amour on the corner, which this one's gotten a little bit muddy. Let's just put a little bit more there. Okay. And same thing, it's over on this corner. And then in the center, we have this Daring Dandy shade here in the center. And then we have the Rose Gold shade right here. That's one of her Special Bliss Actual shades. And then we have I think this is called Refinement. And that is this inner corner shade as well as just above the eyes there. Oh, I got stuff on my teeth. All right, so that is the final look. Love how soft and gentle and pretty that highlight is. Love the lip, and I love it with a darker, just so you know, how dark I have that is changing this color a little. Let me just show you the color of it. So you can see it's a little lighter, but on your lips, it's going to pull a little bit more based on what you add to it. Overall, really like it. Let's just spray this baby and be done. I have some Ciate spray right here. I think Ciate. Watermelon Burst. Let's use that. I think this one's, or hold it back. Oh, That came out like in a stream on my face right there. Stay tuned for my final thoughts. Good morning. So it is the next day. I just washed my face and actually put a new treatment on my face. It is the Beauty Pie Super Active Capsules, which puts a lot of moisture into your skin because my skin needs it. And then I'm gonna, after that soaks in, I'm putting in the Beauty Pie Japan Fusion. But just wanted to come back and give you real quickly my thoughts about the Bridgerton 2. Do I think she should have put 2 different mattes in there for us so we had a little more variety for those of us getting both palettes? Yes. Now the 2 pinks are very similar. The 2 highlight shades also very similar. The darker shades, very different tones. You've got one that's more of a red tone and one more that's more of a plum tone. So that's completely different. And then the rest of the shades are different. So then it just becomes like personal preference. Which do you like better? Which are you going to wear more of? I would say there's some beautiful special shades in both palettes, so I'm very happy to have both palettes. The blush palette, mwah, chef's kiss. I don't like the packaging. It's big, it's bulky, it's beautiful, but it's really just big and takes up space. But the blush itself is very, very pigmented. Go in with a light hand, be gentle. I know you did, that's what we missed in the application where the video cut off. So for that, I will do more videos using that blush so you can really get an idea and sense of how that works. And the lipstick, go for it. Guys, it's so beautiful. It's very Bridgerton-esque, that lipstick. And the colors that they came out with, I'm definitely adding more to my wish list to grab more colors of those particular lipsticks from this launch. I love the formula. It was very creamy, very comfortable on the lips. Really loved it. So that is sort of overall, would I recommend these products to you? Yes. If they're in your budget, they're excellent quality. Sorry, you can hear my doggies. That's actually Chopper rolling around on his back. Usually it's Nitro. If you hear snorting, it's Nitro. If you just hear that's Chopper. So anyway, so yes, I would say that these are excellent products. Like, you're not going to be unhappy with your purchase if you purchase it. Just make sure you pick out the palette if you're just going to pick one that you know you're going to wear more of. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm getting ready actually to film a more affordable one coming up with some drugstore products. But I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.
Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other. So far as the echo, where do we start? You can learn to discover a million stars. Here in the shadows, I know you're scared.